Renault is out with the all-new Kiger. I know, this is something we've been waiting for a bit. It's a pretty massive facelift, a lot of design changes, a lot of changes on the inside. Yes, we do get the same two engines, but it does have a lot going for it. Is it now the Fronx killer that we always wanted it to be, or does it still leave you wanting? All that and more in this review. Now, starting off with the design, we're talking about a more sporty, more chiseled off look for the all-new Kiger. It's a pretty heavily facelifted model that we have over here. So we're looking at a nice scooped out bonnet. It's got better character lines on it, adding to that sporty appeal of this vehicle. Even the whole front end has this nice chopped look, layered to give you that sense of premiumness, that sense of class. A sleek top with the DRLs. You've got your headlights housed down here. It's all LED lighting on this vehicle, by the way. So I'm not really going to keep repeating that bit, but yes, all LED lighting front and back. And coming back to, the other design elements, I think this whole chiseled off look has really lent it a more sporty appeal, given it that SUV sort of stance that it always needed. The round look worked. I mean, the Kiger has been a pretty successful model for Renault, but with this new, more premium look, I really think that they're gunning for that Fronx from Maruti. Yes, it's also the second vehicle to get the new Renault logo right up front, and as you know, Renault changed that very recently. But as we move along the side, we're talking about it having, it rides on 16-inch wheels, pretty neat looking diamond cut alloys over there. And of course, you've got the side cladding, again adding to that entire sporty look, all that sporty appeal as well. The Kiger does get a 1-liter turbo engine for the top variants, and it's got a nice turbo badge here to make sure you don't confuse it with anything else. I will be coming back to the engine specs in a bit, but for now, in terms of the design, you can see that the silhouette remains largely the same. Of course, that slightly chopped off look does give it that sporty edge. The roof rails are functional. They're not just there for style. They can actually bear some weight over there. You've again got this lower body detail and graphic. If this video gets to be a little bit of, in terms of the quality dropping, it's only because we're shooting in the rain here. It's crazy weather in Gurgaon. But coming back to the vehicle, I'm going to try and wrap this up. We're just moving on to the back here. You can see that the lights carry over. You've got that nice C shape happening over there. At the rear, not too much in terms of change, not too much happening in terms of what they've really altered, but it's neat. It's again got that chisel look, and it does look fresh and sort of gels with the overall design. Other key touches are obviously a nice high-mounted stoplight, a shark fin antenna, and yeah, you've got this spoiler thingy too. Now, when it comes to the cabin of the new Kiger, I have to say that I've been very surprised. It's actually a splendid upgrade from what we got earlier. Not that the earlier one was bad. I mean, the materials were great, the quality was great. It's just that it was just such a monotone sort of look, and that really didn't bring out this young, lively appeal. Now with what we have over here, I like the fact that you've got the stitching on the leatherette steering wheel matching the outside color of the car. You've got the stitching on the gear lever, you've got it on the seats as well. So very neatly done. You got the whole Oasis yellow matching happening over there. Brings in a little bit of freshness and sort of reminds you that you're in something young, fun and peppy. By and large, the materials are brilliant. I think the plastics feel great, whether they're on the center console, the dash, wherever. They're all pretty premium. I don't see any sharp edges. I know that this is just a first look and sort of walk around of the vehicle, but there's really nothing that's jarring or jutting out at you saying that, why is this here and why would Renault have done this? And the other thing that obviously appeals to you about the cabin of the Kiger is that it feels rather well appointed now. So you've got ample storage space, you've got your wireless charging happening. All of that has really, sort of transformed your appeal of having an entry-level C SUV, if you may. That sort of wins you over with the fact that they've done a brilliant job in terms of space allocation as well. So up front, the driver gets brilliant head and shoulder room. The front passenger, nothing to complain about. The rear seat, I have to say, is one of the best in the business. The kind of knee space that even a tall person like me gets is just outstanding. And I should add that the new variant now gets ventilated seats up front as well. So that's an added bonus if you are looking at an SUV in this space. Other key factors is obviously you've got a nice touchscreen infotainment system, mirrors your phone, you can do all of that stuff. You've got a digital display for the driver. The instrument cluster is a digital display, so that's again something that's pretty neat. And you also get multiple drive modes with this vehicle. So there's a knob and you can just turn it, eco, normal and sport. Sort of transforms the vehicle a little bit and brings out that added pep in sport mode, as you would expect. And yeah, by and large, you really don't have anything to complain about when it comes to the vehicle and the layout of the cabin. I think the materials are nice, the space allocation is brilliant for its segment. You do get a 405-liter boot as well, so luggage carrying capability is also really good. And just to toss it out there, its closest competition is the Fronx, and the Fronx gets only about 308 liters of boot space, so a whole 100 liters more than what you get in the Fronx. So just to give you a little bit of a perspective out there. But yeah, by and large, I think that the cabin is something that delights. You've got steering mounted controls, everything feels nice and easy, and it's pleasant to look at. And I think that that's the number one thing that you want to go for. They've obviously done a little bit with knickknacks too. You get 2 glove boxes for that added storage. There's a little bit of a slider right here. You can again stick stuff right here in the center console. Flip the armrest up to access even more space. All well thought through and done with the perspective of keeping the customer in mind and their needs in mind. Taking a look at the engine and what the Kiger delivered. So what you do get is a 1-liter turbocharged engine that makes up the high-end range, and this is an engine that churns out about 100 PS of power and 152 Newton meters of torque. So that is something that's pretty decent, offers enough pep. It's either made it to a manual or a CVT, and yeah, that's just the figures out there for you. I don't have an exact 0 to 100 time, but what Renault has told me is that the 0 to 100 time that the Kiger offers now is the best in the segment. Maybe we'll put that to test too. Now obviously the big question is, what is it like to drive? Now I've rattled off the engine specs for you over there, and on paper they are rather impressive. But of course, what do they translate to on the tarmac? Now we happen to be out here at the ICAT driving center, and we've been sort of given a free lease over some of the tracks over here, including the high-speed test track. So we've gone up and down on it. Of course, rolling camera out there was a little tough for my cameraman, but having said that, I can tell you that the experience was pretty top-notch. It is peppy, it's quick off the mark, it's very decent for its segment, it's spec'd really well. And you know, like I mentioned before, you know, 100 PS of power will actually go a long way for you in this segment. And I think that Renault has done a fine job of tuning it that way. The multiple drive modes, you know, that transform the way that it feels and appeals to you is, I think, an added touch that really brings that brilliance across. But driving is not just out and out 0 to 100 timings, right? We're talking about handling, we're talking about steering feel, we're talking about the fact that you want to feel comfortable while you take this vehicle for a spin. And you know, it's just that. It's comfortable, it's easy to drive, turns on a dime, doesn't take up too much space doing that. And yeah, it's like a brilliant city runaround that can double up as your weekend getaway car, because you've got that pretty enormous boot at the back too. But ride quality is outstanding. I think the change to the dynamics that they've done this time around in terms of working on the suspension and all of that is actually pretty brilliant. And they've also worked on the NVH. So we're talking about thicker carpeting at the bottom, thicker packaging, even the pillars get better packaging. And all of that has worked to give you a quieter cabin, which again adds to that premium and luxury appeal. The engine by itself is peppy. It can be a little loud at low speeds. Even at idle, you do get a little bit of a vibration over there, but it's not really something that you're going to go home and complain about. By and large, it is fun to drive, And I think that is what Renault was gunning for with this vehicle, is to sort of give it more of an all-rounder appeal where you can use it every day. It's fun, it's frugal, and it also has that pep that'll put a smile on your face. Now, of course, the other bit about driving is the transmission, and we happen to have the CVT version of the Kiger over here, and it comes with this unique D-step sort of configuration that they keep talking about. But what that does is it takes away a little bit of that elasticity that you do get with the traditional CVT. Now, if you've driven a CVT before, you know that when you slam the gas, sometimes all you do is hear the engine roar and there's that rubber band effect, and then you sort of move forward, which makes it kind of tough to go up and down hills as well. Now, the thing is, the way that Renault has done this one sort of negates that to a very large extent. I will not say that the rubber band effect is completely gone, but it makes driving so much more easier. And I've said this before as well, that they do have one of the best CVTs out there in the business. And with the Kiger, that remains a definite talking point. So if you are looking at a vehicle that wants to be, you are looking at a vehicle that's about convenience and comfort, and a CVT appeals to you, definitely do take this out for a spin, because I do feel that it has a lot of merit on its side, and it's something that could really win you over. But that I'll leave for you in your test drive as well, and I look forward to hearing back from you on that front too. Well, getting into the entire element of safety, the Kiger has been built safe. It's got a nice rigid body structure. We're talking about high tensile steel being used in all the right places. It follows a lot of the crash norms. You've got 6 airbags on board, and you've got a total of 21 active and passive safety features, including ESP, hill hold, TPMS, and the works, working for you to ensure that you stay safe on board while you're with the Kiger. Well, with that, we've come to the end of our review, and to answer the big question out there, can it take on the Fronx? In my books, it's actually got quite a lot of merit in what it offers as a product. And yes, if I was Maruti, I'd be a little worried about the fact that this can eat into that segment, especially on 2 fronts. One is the fact that it offers more space, and the second is on pricing, because the Kiger with the turbo petrol range starts at 9.99 lakhs and goes up to 11.29 lakhs. You can get the naturally aspirated version, which is the 72 PS version, which starts at 6.29 lakhs. And that is where the deal truly lies. I think Renault has a great game to play over here. Of course, building it out, customer confidence, all of that is all part and parcel of building out a nice success story for any new product in the market, not just for Renault, but for any car company. But here, they seem to have gotten a lot of that formula right. And that's my take on the Kiger. If you've got something to say, you want to know more about this product, you want to know, you want to tell me if I'm right or wrong about anything, feel free to write in, drop me a comment below. It's my promise and the MotorScribes promise that we answer every comment that comes in on the channel.